Tiff and I wanted to thank everyone for being here to share in this most special day with us. It means a world to us that our closest friends and family are all in one place to celebrate. It's truly been one of our best days and weekends of our lives. I also wanted to thank everyone who put in the hard work to make this day happen. First and foremost, my beautiful new wife. Tiffany put in so many long hours to make this day happen. She is amazing, and I credit this whole wedding to her, honestly.
Very unfortunately for me, I've not had the joy of knowing Tiff as long as I've known Jeff. So I turned to her friend Daisy, her best friend since kindergarten, for some insights on who Tiff has always been. She could not speak more highly about how strong Tiff was, always poised and collected, even through really difficult times in her life. She said that Tiff's sense of right and wrong was impeccable, and Daisy always knew that as long as Tiff was around, they would be okay and they couldn't get into too much trouble. She also really appreciated Tiff's goofy side and had some great memories that I'm sure she would be happy to share with you if you ask. Something also telling about Tiff's character that Daisy shared was that Tiff never drops a friend, and once you're in her circle, she keeps you close forever. Again, I could go on and on. Daisy and I basically talked for an hour, like crying about how great these two are and how perfect they are for each other. So come find me later if you need more hyping up of these two, and I'm sure each of you have your great things to say about them too. But I'll start with Jeff because I've known him for a long time and I think I'm qualified to speak to his character. He's remarkably compassionate and empathetic. He makes a real effort to understand you and anything you might be going through. And he always finds a way to help when you need it. He's the first person to call and check in or visit when something is going wrong, and the first to celebrate and congratulate you when things are going right. When Jeff loves you, you know that he accepts you and he's there for you no matter what, and that he just really deeply cares. But enough about what I think. What does Tiff think? I had the opportunity to ask Tiff about some of Jeff's qualities that she cherishes most. She said whenever Jeff has an idea of what he wants to do or how he wants to do it, and he has lots of them, he pursues them fearlessly and keeps going, and he is truly driven in all aspects of his life. She appreciates that he is always also making an effort to get better, and as a bonus, she loves the way that he makes her feel. But let's get in some of Jeff's thoughts about Tiff as well. And one of the first things he always mentions about her is how big and pure her heart is. He loves that pure-heartedness always shines through and motivates all of her actions. He says she is the kindest, most genuine person he's ever known, and he loves that she always leads with those qualities when she is thinking about anything. And he really values how incredibly level-headed she is and how patient she is, because he knows he needs someone with a lot of patience to deal with him. So Jeff really loves and appreciates all the ways that she helps balance him. That's just some of who Jeff and Tiff are, and some of the many things that they love about each other. But what brought these two incredibly lovely humans here today?
From our very first date, I knew you were going to become a special part of my life. In 2018, I stood next to a mountain lake and wondered if I would ever find my person. 1 year later, I unexpectedly stood in the same place with the man I would marry today. While there, you casually and unapologetically said the words, "I love you." As we took in the beautiful scenery, I remember I responded with an audible gasp, not because I was afraid, but because I fell in love with you just as swiftly. My heart was finally full and I couldn't believe it. You are the love I've always waited for, my best friend, and my partner of all adventures.
I look forward to our continued journey of growing further together, as well as individually and alongside of you, but always in unison. I look forward to continuing to learn, listen, and practice patience with you. I look forward to always finding new adventures and overcoming new challenges with you. You are my life partner. You are the balance I've always needed. I love you so much, and I'm so ecstatic for this next chapter together.
Jeff, do you take Tiff for your lawful wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part, and to love and to honor her all the days of your life?
I do.
Tiff, do you take Jeff for your lawful husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part, and to honor and love him all the days of your life?
I do.
All right, Jeff, you may step on the glass and kiss your bride. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Lichtenberger.
This evening last, put on an old song, put on that new dress. Tomorrow's coming, but it ain't here yet. We got.
The following are words I've gathered describing Tiffany and Jeff. Amazing, mentioned over 20 times. Patient, kind, inseparable. I don't know about you, but this sounds to me like a great start to a wonderful recipe. So please join me in a toast for Jeff and Tiffany's recipe for an amazing marriage that some of you like to call #Colin Gauntlet.
Feels just right. I got this feeling.